big part of restoration is the metal work. Today we're going to show you the tools and tips we use for building our cars. One of the things that we use is this little table on wheels. It's heavy metal. It's got different shapes on it for bending and shaping metal. This is can be removed and put in for different shapes and moving the metal around. The reason why we made it as small as we did is because sometimes when you're on a table, it's harder to make the panel fit. So you can do corners, use your body hammers, you can use your dollies. So the next thing that we use is a shrinker and a stretcher. And what that does is it forms the metal in various contours, tight corners. You can get something bent almost in a circle. The other thing that's helpful, and it's an inexpensive piece, is this is a piece of old railroad tie. And if you needed pieces different sizes or different shapes, you can cut this and form it. Things that we use to form metal is a 90-degree air sander, which is nice because it gets into tight areas. A lot of times we are needing to use a cutoff wheel to cut off the pieces of metal or, grind off a corner. The one good thing though is that if you're using all these tools, you need facial protection so that nothing flies in your eyes or in your face. I'm also going to show how you can take your MIG welder and create a spot weld that looks pretty darn close to a factory spot weld, and it's neat and it's strong. So the important thing on this also, though, to be said, is that in order to do this, you have to take your tip, a new tip, and you can even take your cutoff wheel and make these 4 cutouts in it. And that allows the gas to come out. The other thing we have here too is a Beverly shear, which will show you that you can cut around corners with metal and make shapes also with that. Here's a prime example of a vehicle that we are using the techniques that we just showed you. This car was pretty rusted out in the center, the floor pans and the rocker panels. The rockers are your strength of your car. So before it came apart, we made the structure inside so that the car wouldn't fold in half. And then we created a frame underneath so that we could roll it around. This is what some of the pieces look like on the floor. It was just rotted all the way through. So that was all cut out. Bought new panels and fitted them. You screw them together and then you can start spot welding. And then some of the pieces that we made were these small angular pieces here and some of the filler panels in here. The tail light housings, they were all rusted out, so you can buy new taillight housings, but you have to fit them. And you drill out your spot welds, and then when you put it back in, this is the technique of the spot welds that we were using. And on this side, this here looked like the other side from here to here, and now we have a new piece of metal in there as a repaired piece. Thanks again for watching this episode of Resto Talk. Subscribe to us on YouTube and hit the like button if you like this video. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks again for watching.